Hey everyone, how's it going? Look at that. I feel like we got an actual start to the stream this time. Wow, there we go. The textures were not loading in. That's bizarre. Strange stuff. James, Wrath, Chi-Chi, Mr. Dino. How's it going? Oh, look at that. Snailface has some stuff. Guess your name isn't really Snailface, but just the same. How are you doing anyway? Cool, good deal. So, Snail has food for a while. Don't need to worry too much about making more cake at the moment, but we'll see how that goes. James, you might need to get more sleep, especially if you're still sick. Man, an hour's sleep? That's nothing. Wait a minute. Did I forget? And everyone... Yeah, I think everyone... Everyone's kind of in a bad spot here. This is not good. This doesn't seem to work. Holy cow, that is loud. I need to turn that down. Oh! Look at that. The Earl got free, and you're too far away to actually get food from there. My bad. How about now? Are you good? You're good. You also need a level. Wow. Anyway. Time and a half, Wrath. Well, that stinks. I mean, having to work it, but... Time and a half, you know? Sometimes that can work out okay. Just saying. That is a bummer, though. I feel for you there. I hope it turns out to be an okay day despite that. Here, let's go ahead and load Sky Shadow up with the wood. And we have stuff to do today. I'm determined that we're going to get another building created today. We'll see. You couldn't sleep because you were sick. Wow. That's harsh. Disney was last week, so you must really be not feeling well if that's still kicking your butt. I'm guessing. 2 o'clock's not terrible, Wrath, but... I mean, still, that stinks, you know? That's a good day to be home and just hanging out with the family, you know? I'd say that's kind of my plan, but that'll be later in the day that happens for me. But no streaming on Thursday for me. Just to get that out of the way right now. No streaming on Thursday. I heard there was an Incredibles 2 trailer, Mr. Dino. I haven't seen it. I have an admission to make. I actually have not seen the first movie. I'm not a big Disney guy. Well, Pixar guy? I don't know. I guess I don't dislike Pixar. Or Disney for that matter, since technically these days Star Wars is Disney, as is Marvel, etc. But you know what I mean, right? Heard it's good, though. Chi-Chi, yes. Finally an outpost. That is in the plan for today. Need lots and lots of metal still, because we're going to blast through it with no time flat. I mean, 2,500 will be gone in an instant to make an industrial smelter, industrial forge. Go hang with your brother and your mom, Wrath? That sounds like a good plan to me. James, that sounds like that worked out pretty well. I mean, you know, had a good time, got some stuff for your girlfriend. Well, aside from the being sick part of it, you know? And that's a bummer. That hurts. All 11 siblings at your house and their spouses. Wow, that's a lot of people. Holy cow, man. How big a turkey do you get for that? Just curious. 'Cause that's a lot of people to feed. I mean, I don't even know how many spouses that all your siblings have, but that's a lot of people to feed. Mr. Dino? Did you do the chocolate chip muffins? Was that it? Am I remembering right? Was it like chocolate and chocolate chip or just chocolate chip? I can't remember now. I feel terrible. I've had other muffin discussions since then, so I forget which it is. Stargazer, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Ah, nice, James. Nice. That's a good little haul right there, I gotta say. With Disney, that's no small thing. I know what they charge for everything. Ah, rat. That sounds like a good one. Get some turkey and some wine going. Now, just out of curiosity, what kind of wine that goes with turkey? Is that like a red wine, a white wine, something that's a little sweeter, something a little more, I don't know, not sweet? I'm not a wine drinker, okay? I mean, if you can't tell, I'm not a wine drinker, but I am curious. Gotta say, I'm curious. It's one of those things I always thought it might be kind of a cool thing to get into, in a way, but, I don't know. Guess you gotta start somewhere, right? Oh, wow, James, that's the way to do it. It sounds like you went in with a plan, sir. Now, was she there when you bought all of those things for her birthday and for Christmas? Cat, where are you going? Can't make up your mind today. She's just all jumping around everywhere today. I don't know what her deal is. Alright, thanks for that. A batch of chocolate chip muffins and a batch of a weird version of apple cinnamon. Okay. I mean, honestly, apple cinnamon sounds better to me than chocolate chip, but I'm not a big chocolate guy, but... So how did they turn out, Mr. Dino? I mean, I'm guessing by the weird apple cinnamon, maybe that didn't go great. White wine Pinot. Ah. Okay, sounds good. More beer. Drinker and liquor. Wow, my goodness. Stargazer, yes, got a giga now. It was on stream. That was... maybe that was last Monday? I don't remember when that was. It is most definitely recorded. I know on YouTube I called the video something like a gigantic... Sorry. Mistake. For good reason, actually. For good reason. But yes, that was absolutely 100% on camera. Filmed in a studio with a live studio audience type thing. Ah, okay, James. Good call. 2 notebooks, huh? Like, you know, like pen and paper type notebooks, like scribble, scribble, scribble? That sort of thing? Nope, my bad. I need to eat that. And drink that one, too. I just forget about hunger and thirst. What can I say? I just stop paying attention some days. Cat hairs. So far, so good. I mean, we kind of got to figure out what we're going to be doing with the Giga. But, no, good so far. I still don't know what to do for leveling her up because nothing really matters. But, you know, minor details aside, she's doing just fine. Actually, you know what? Let's go up. We got to go upstairs. They're only weird because you kind of ghetto-rigged the recipe. Okay, so what did you do to the recipe that, okay, was listed as cinnamon, but is really oats and raisin recipe, and just use cinnamon and orange juice? Okay, that sounds different. I don't know. I think that would be okay. Sounds good to me. Ah, Wrath. Good way to do that. There's always, you know, like going to a local winery or something too if you have one of those around. Sometimes you can get some interesting stuff that way. Stargazer, it's all good. That's why they're there, just in case something happens and you miss it. It's all good. Ah, James, you're using them to write in them. Got it. Got it. And Stargazer, no one has named the Giga yet. The Giga is absolutely open. The Giga is open for business. Remove the oats and raisins and replace the OJ with AJ. Okay. I can see how that might work, yeah. Cat, that hurt a little. She is really just bouncing around today. She cannot make up her mind. She keeps trying to figure out what she wants to do. James, you're going old school if you're writing your stories in the book. That's kind of cool. I dig that. I need to move the bird. Okay. Sky Shadow. Apparently, I cannot pick up around you. I don't know how to do that. I think you're about as good to go as we're going to get. Ah, that's a bummer. I wanted to grab some obsidian while we're up here, though. Here, let's open that. Okay, good. Perfect. Go away. Look at you. You have a level.
Fellowship expands.
Clute! Boom, indeed! Welcome back, sir, with a Tier 2 subscription for 3 months in a row. Holy cow, I missed you coming in. I was busy trying to throw metal around. Thank you for that, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it muchly. Thank you very much, sir. That is awesome. That is good stuff. Stargazer, I see you just turned in a name. I will announce that momentarily when we get back, so I'm just going to leave everyone hanging on that one. Sorry, I'm trying to find... And maybe there isn't any, because I already got what little bit was here. I was trying to find some obsidian before we get back. Wrath, you are indeed a fan of wrestling, my friend. When you see AJ and you think of Styles. The question I have is... Did you know about AJ before he came to the WWE? Did you ever watch him in TNA? How about that for dropping a little bit of knowledge? Alright, I don't feel like flying around forever trying to find the obsidian. I'm sure I'm flying past it. I'm too distracted right now. James, like I said, that's pretty awesome going old school with that. Using the notebook for doing your writing. That's cool. I dig that. I've only done that maybe once where I used paper. I prefer typing myself. Much better at it that way. Clute, have I asked you yet? How's it going? How are you, sir? If not, I owe you one. How are you, sir? So the bar was bought out by some rich guy and they're just trying to, like, get rid of everything now? Is that what I'm understanding, Wrath? Sorry, I'm going back and catching up now. James, writing is incredibly difficult. But also incredibly easy. It's one of those, funny things. Baldos, welcome to the stream. I'm slowly getting caught up on chat, so forgive me if I get a little behind. I'm working on it. Mr. Dino, yes. The redemption that Star put in was indeed for the Giga, so if anyone was thinking about doing the Giga redemption right now, sorry, Stargazer was first to pull the trigger on that one, so the Giga will be off the board as soon as we get... Well, the Giga is off the board right now, but as soon as we get back to base, we'll take care of that. Ah, Wrath. Okay, so you know AJ from various areas. Okay, so you are indeed a true fan. Got it. I used to watch a little bit of TNA back in the day. Like, kind of around... when they started up a little bit and were starting to get some popularity, and maybe around the start of the X Division stuff, and then I just kind of... I fell off the whole wrestling world. I haven't really watched anything since then, really, other than popping in once every 6 months or so. All I saw about the Rumble was it looked like Triple H is still wrestling. Which, I mean, not surprising. That's how wrestling works, right? Stargazer, you have one that you've been sitting on the first chapter and a half for over a decade. Wow. You have the beginning and the end, but nothing in the middle. Wow. That's interesting how that works out. I mean, that is kind of the crux of it, though. You gotta know everything, right? Clute, you won 16 tickets? Holy crap. Can we get some Clute 1, actually 1 gambling hype in the chat? I don't know that that's ever happened like that. Holy cow. That's a good haul right there. Giganita, we need to take care of you. Heisenberg, by the way, is doing just fine. Let's see, James, yes, I still am showing a star, so I assume that means you are still subscribed, sir, so thank you for that. I appreciate your support. Thank you for that. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here. Mr. Dino, you got the Dilo? Yes, indeed, you did get the Dilo. The Lookout is doing his work right now. Sloppy Poppy, Sloppy Joe Shack, that is quite the name. That is a long name, Wrath. That's a hard one to just ramble off. And yes, Stargazer, you did get in there, so we're good. Paladin, James, you have a rough draft. Having trouble starting the beginning of the story. Hardest thing is trying to start, but once you get going, you can just keep going. Yeah, getting started is, it can be difficult. It can be difficult. And it's crazy because, you know, we can have a whole sidebar here. Like, we can have a whole stream talking about writing, okay? Writing is... Wow. I guess there's really no sense of giving you... I don't know, we'll go back to movement speed. Writing is an interesting thing. I have a redemption to accept, so thank you, Stargazer. Stargazer, you have asked that the Giga now be known as Gigantor. So, everyone, say hello to Gigantor. I mean, she really... My goodness, how far back do I have to go? Hold on. I want to see how many floors up we need to go. Gigantor is huge. We're still not at the proper height because I can't see her head. Holy cow. 3 floors up, and we're at basically the same height as Gigantor's head. That's crazy. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, Gigantor is huge, and Gigantor has a name. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Stargazer. I like that. Just so I can go ahead and get it out there, we do still have several names available, so if you were thinking you want to name something, we have this cement factory over here, otherwise known as the Snail. She does not have a name. You are a she, right? You are a gender not available. It does not have a name. And then we have all sorts of random cats and dogs that don't have names. A couple of battle trikes that don't have names. 2 raptors. 1 more T-Rex that still does not have a name, which kind of blows my mind a little bit. And then 2 more birds over here that don't have a name. And perhaps the most surprising one of all that does not have a name. Wait a minute. There are 2 birds in here, right? Okay, good. The most surprising one of all that doesn't have a name is right here. The raft does not have a name. Now, granted, the raft has not seen a whole lot of use, and we could probably stand to do a little work on it, but the raft is not yet named, so that one's available. I have not played Mayhem, Clute. Is that a new game mode? I'm guessing, let's see, with the new character, that would be Moira, right? I have not tried her yet. I have not even patched the game to add her at this point, so that's on my to-do list. I was actually hoping I'd get a chance to play some Overwatch. If not this week, then I don't know. Maybe next week, I guess. I don't know. It's been on my to-do list. I just don't always have a whole lot of time for that sort of thing, you know? I'm sure you know how life goes. Some days are just, and weeks are just busier than others. Here, can I... Ah, crap, I didn't mean to do that. Land! Get down! Get down. Get down. There we go. Take as many of these as we can and start firing them off into the distance. I think that'll be a decent location right there. Look at that. Actually, let's go a little further out. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I have no idea which one that went into, and I don't really care. Put you in that one. That's in the far right one. That's good. We're gonna need to go grab some more wood here. So, still got stuff to do with all of this. It's not that simple, unfortunately. Wrath has redeemed a name something after me as well. Holy cow, are we gonna have a day where we just get nothing but names? Because I'm totally on board with that. I'm A-okay with that. Here, do we have anything that has wood? Nope. None of them have wood. Look at that, though. We're going to have a crap ton of metal, but maybe not quite enough, but enough to do what we need to right now. But I got to go take care of a name, so give me just a second and I will do that. Okay, let me drop the wood off right here just so I can at least get one of these started. And we're going to go outside. Okay, hold on. I want to have a little fun with this. Let me run out this way for a second. So Wrath just redeemed a name something after me. The question is, who or what? Well, I guess what. What do you think that he has named? Is it going to be a cat, a dog? Is it going to be a raft, a snail, a T-Rex? What do you think he named? Something like that? Something like wherever you are? Which one are you? Something like that? What do you think he's going to name, huh? Just pull these up right quick, since they do kind of go away. Mr. Dino, I'd be surprised if you don't, although tomorrow we will not be live. I'm sad to say. That will not be on the books. So let me go over to my redemptions, Wrath. I'm going to go ahead and click accept on that one. And let me go back over here. And I got to say, I like it. It's appropriate. It is appropriate. So we're going to come right over here to the snail and pick up some cementing paste because I just wanted to grab that. No, actually, we're going back to the snail. Hold on. Oh, did you drop another one? I thought you might. I thought you might. Thanks for that, buddy. I'll take those too. Look at you. Let's give you more food. So you are a wood floor and you are a snail and your name is Slimer. Oh, I like it. I like it. It's so appropriate. In case anyone was wondering, yes, Slimer like in Ghostbusters, because Slimer just leaves slime everywhere, and if we watch little Slimer here, Slimer's just leaving slime everywhere. Love it. Very appropriate. Good call. We are, man, I'm liking it. We got some good names. Got Gigantor, we got Slimer. That's only today. Man, we got some good names. I'm telling you, I legitimately, seriously, honestly think we have some really just outstanding names going on here. I like this. I like it a lot. And yeah, I forgot about that, Mr. Dino. Yeah, the Mega needs a name too. Do you have any wood on you? Speaking of things that gather stuff. Here, let me take all those from you. You don't need those. Maybe we'll go have the Mega here knock down a tree or two. That seems like a good idea. We'll come back to you in a minute. I'm going to go drop off some stuff before we do that. James, I'm getting back to your story there. Sorry. I got a little distracted with the names. Hold on, I gotta make a bunch of drugs here. Gotta kind of get ready to have the product for Heisenberg or Sky Shadow to transport if need be. I like the idea of your story, though, James. That's what I was going to tell you. An interesting idea, and I'll ask you an honest question here, James. I don't know if this is ever a problem in this specific type of way, but do you ever get writer's block? And I would ask that of anyone, too. Do any of you ever get writer's block, for those of you who do write? Look at that. We'll get you 6,000 health. 6,000 is in the new 5,000. Not a big fan, but in the arcade mode, the Mayhem arcade mode, Moira's amazing. Okay. Well, you kind of have me, my interest piqued there, Clute. You really do. That's interesting. I mean, I already liked, in general, just the kind of thought, oh, wait a minute, no, you're a thatch machine. You're not a wood machine. My bad. Stop that. We don't need thatch right now. Let's go back. Although, here, I'll give you that too, just because. Oh, look at that. He, she, it just wants a hug. Ah, okay. So, James, you don't get writer's block. Okay, well, then I'm not going to say anything then. It's a good thing if you don't. A fortunate thing, perhaps I should say. Clute, you sound like, in some ways, that sounds a little like some discussions I had many, many ages ago with a former coworker talking about writing styles. There are those people who outline, and they have that, which goes to 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 that. And then there are those who are so outlined to the point that pretty much every scene is laid out. This with all this, and then this with all this and this, and then this and all this and this and this and this, and, you know, so on and so forth. Such that writing is really kind of just a matter of filling in the blanks at that point because you've taken so much time to outline all of that stuff. And then there are those who don't like outlining and just fly by the seat of their pants. That sounds to me like you're a pantser. Not to be confused with a panther, because I realize that sounds kind of similar. But it sounds like you fly by the seat of your pants when you're DMing, which would be the equivalent as a writer, I think. Improv is certainly an interesting, challenging skill to master. So if you have that, that's pretty awesome. Consider yourself pretty lucky that you can do that, I think. Unless that's from hours and hours and hours of honing that skill, in which case, good work honing that skill. Wrath, I think it works out. I mean, you know, you could have fun with that name. You can kind of go, you know, the way Mr. Dino's going. You can go, you know, something like Slimy or something too. But I don't know. I think Slimer's good. I think, you know, any of those are good. They're all appropriate, which is why it works so well. So, no, it's good. Any of those options would have looked really good. Battle Sheep, Lamb Chop. I don't know if you can ever get your carry weight up high enough to actually be a battle sheep, but we'll keep giving you some health in the hopes that we can get you to that point where we can work on that, because that'd be kind of funny. I do like the idea of pulling out a shotgun and riding a battle sheep into battle. Not sure what that would look like exactly. Probably need some movement speed to help out with that too. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. James, at some point it'll hit you, I think, as a writer. If that's something that you keep doing, at some point writer's block does hit you. It hits everyone. There's no way around that, I don't think. It's just... that's the fact of the matter. That's what happens, you know? But the longer you can avoid it, probably the better. Where did I park the Megatherium? There you are. Wanted to see if you had any berries on you. Only 5. That's not really enough, so that's not really worth it, but whatever. It's fine. It's okay. We'll throw them in there. I don't think that's enough. Yeah. Definitely not enough. It's not enough. Food, yeah, definitely a pantser like that. Yeah, that's the thing. You make a really good point about that. When you're talking about doing an RPG, it's different from writing a story. Because when you're running a game, you have a story, you have a plan that you're following, you're trying to tell the story and have all the players be part of that story. They're all participating in it. They're all helping write the story, even if you have just kind of a general frame of it. But you're right, all it takes is one person doing one thing that you didn't plan on, and all of a sudden everything is thrown out the window, at which point you're relying on your ability to improvise. And that's when you really find out who makes a good DM and who doesn't. Or GM, if you prefer, if you're not playing D&D. You're playing maybe, I don't know. I was always partial to Heroes Unlimited and Rifts, so a GM. But either way, I mean, but that's a good point. That's a really good point. Mr. Dino, exactly. I mean, you start talking about being able to do things that the DM didn't plan on, and all of a sudden, you've totally steered them down a completely different alley than what they planned. And at that point, like I said, you get back to that. A good DM will be able to improvise and roll with the punches and find a way to take that direction that you just forced because, maybe you had time stop or something like that and they weren't expecting that. And they're going to find a way to wrap that back into the story they're trying to tell. That's not an easy thing to do. That's really not. And we're just going to throw a little more wood in here just to get that one all full up, even though it doesn't really need it. That's ironically the one with the least amount of metal in it. Whatever, minor details. I think we need to make some additional stuff before we can really get rolling here. So speaking of rolling, let's roll you right over here. And then, what do you have on you? You have a fair amount of thatch. Where's the Megatherium? You have a crap ton of fibers that I'm going to now take. I don't want those berries, didn't mean to take them, but I do want the thatch. And we're going to just sit right over here and make a bunch of foundations and a bunch of walls. Wow, James, if you've been writing those stories in your head for that long, that's pretty awesome. That's not something that everyone can do. And whether I mean just writing in general, or even be able to kind of work those stories over courses of years. Either way, it's not something that's easy to do. Are you a fan of books on writing, James? Mr. Dino, one D&D story is especially hilarious. DM was blatantly fangirling over elves to an insufferable level. Hold on, I wanted to read this one aloud because I think this is going to be good. So one of the players used their really high illusion skill to manipulate events to make the elves start a war they had absolutely no hope of winning and bring about their extinction. Ouch. Ouch. Holy cow. Ouch. That stings. what do you do in that situation? Like, how do you respond to that? I mean, I guess that's where, you know, ideally you have your story all figured out and you don't need to worry about something that kind of silly happening because you have a story where you're not going to be running into that as a problem, but wow. Ouch. Just gonna say ouch to that. I'm gonna say we need a couple more foundations and then we can work on some walls. What are we missing? Thatch. Alright, well, hook up the thatch, Kissing Bowl. We need the thatch. Actually, didn't mean to do that many. We'll just do those. Okay, perfect. So, we got 8. That's fine. Now, you know what? Let's do one more. One more. And then we'll do a bunch of walls. And we've run out of thatch again. Dr. Claw. Hook up the thatch, buddy. Alright, this will get us not enough to build an actual building. James, that's kind of the old-fashioned way to do it, which is kind of cool. The old-fashioned way to do it, and the way a lot of writers say to do it, is you learn by reading. There's absolutely some truth to that, too. But, I will say, I also think there's value in reading some good books on craft. Because sometimes they can really kind of turn your mind a little in ways that you hadn't thought about the craft of writing. Lots of good ones out there. If I had to recommend just one, I'm pretty partial to Stephen King's book. It's a funny book, it's part autobiographical, and it's a lot of just, I think, down-to-earth, really good stuff about writing. It's a really good read. Highly recommend. It almost sounds like your protagonist who's trying to get rid of himself is a player in one of those games we're talking about right now. In the D&D session. That's what it makes me think of. Like not going with the story. Trying to do something that'll mess with the DM. I.e. your narrator. Where is all the metal? Metal, no, not metal. Where is all the... Where are all the stones? Wow. Kissing Bowl, you can throw your poo. Good job. Not everyone can do that. Clute, that is kind of wild. I don't even know what to make of that. You just used a lot of words about players going off the rails and stuff involving cats and a baby and a religion. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. But that's what happens, right? The story went off the rails. Just can't plan on the players playing nicely and doing what they're supposed to. If only they would just, you know, do what they're supposed to. Why do they always have to do other stuff? Jerks. Don't they know that they're supposed to just do what the campaign author wants them to do? My goodness. I didn't realize Sanderson taught at BYU. Okay. I know he's definitely well loved. And not everyone gets chosen to finish Jordan's stuff, right? Oh, Sanderson who did that, right? I'm going to be a bad fantasy fan here and say I've never read either. Jordan never really stuck out as my type of story I wanted to read. And I'm just a bad reader these days in general and have not read Sanderson. So, there you go. James, like I said, reading is kind of the old school way to learn how to write. You read and you write, and you read and you write, and you read and you write. Mr. Dino, absolutely. One player does something that no one planned on, and things just take a turn. Look out! How's it going? Do you see anything? I think we're good. Want to say we're good. I had to go make more walls. So let me just roll into position here. Alright, more of these. Dr. C, you actually need to go get more wood. We need to go get more wood with Dr. C. Here, hold those. I might need to have Tiny do it. Actually, let's have Tiny do it because... Oh, crud. How many stones am I carrying? Too many. Alright, you hold those. Tiny, you're capable of getting wood just fine, so let's use you. Dr. C's a little overburdened right now. Holding a lot of building stuff. Chi-Chi, I hope it's playing nicely now. I tell you, Twitch has had some weird stuff happen in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I've read of a lot of instances of stuff just being a little wonky. Streams going down, not working for parts of the world, just all sorts of different stuff. I mean, I'm sure it happens from time to time, but still. Just kind of some weird stuff going on. Here, let me take one of those, and we'll just have you follow. Because I don't want to leave any of that stuff behind. We need all of it, and we're going to use it. Do I need to carry more? No, you were just waiting for me to get closer. I don't know why. Come along, Tiny. I think she's following just fine. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, James, that's the way to do it. Read a variety of authors, a variety of genres. Read everything. I mean, seriously, that's the way to do it. Really and truly is. Clute, that's not easy to do, to build the world that way. And I mean that. That's not an easy thing to do. For anyone who's never run a game... That is, seriously, that is not an easy thing to do. There are so many factors you have to think about, and, I mean, you know, you can kind of take care of it by having some generalities, but it doesn't always quite work that easily, you know? It's not just as simple as saying, here's X, Y, Z, this will take care of all possibilities that come up. It really doesn't work like that. Tiny. More wood. It's going to be interesting to write, James. That's a lot going on in there. Like, you're kind of looking at breaking the fourth wall there. it sounds like. It is nice to do something different though, right? Kind of just do, try something different, to do something different, to... Oh crap, I made totally the wrong thing there. My bad. I got sidetracked. I didn't mean to make those. I thought I had the right stuff to make those. Oh crap, what do we need now? Wood! More wood! Had I not used all of it to make wooden walls? Make those walls, not the other walls. My goodness. Well, it seems like whatever you're doing is working, Clute. I mean, seriously. Certainly sounds like that. Dr. C, you need to hold this stuff. I'm getting confused who has what now. Here, you need all that stuff. And I thought someone around here had a bunch of walls on them, but maybe not. Let me... Oh, here, look at that. There's a wall right there. We'll drop all of those guys off. I need one of those machines to... the grinder to break stuff down. So many random things that can be broken down. Now, we're just going to turn all these off to save some... Or, the ones that need to be turned off anyway, to save some wood. The rest of those look okay. That's still getting some oil, so I think we're good on all that front. That's working out well. It is almost morning, so we're going to take off and go do a bunch of this stuff here shortly. Which means we probably need to start loading up the Sky Shadow. So let me see if I can haul all this stuff over there to Sky Shadow. Well, James, you got to reach for the stars when you're writing. If it doesn't work, you know, one of the interesting things about writing, it's kind of the same as anything else, but a different way to look at it is even if it doesn't work, you're still going to learn a lot while doing it. And even if you can't do it now, you might be able to write that story in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. There is such a thing as not yet having the skill set to do something, regardless of what it is, right? So sometimes you just have to keep honing and practicing, and then you're able to do it later. So I'm not saying you don't have the skill set or that you won't be able to do it. I'm just saying keep a good perspective about it. If, for whatever reason, it turns out it's not working. You never know. I've heard of that game, Mr. Dino, but I haven't played that one. It sounds like, that does sound like a good one for James to play. Okay, so do we have everything that we're going to need to move? I don't know that we have enough walls. We have enough for now. It'll be sufficient for now, I think. Well, actually, no, it's not. I already know it's not. We're going to need more, but that's okay. We'll worry about it later. We might have time to go grab a few materials while we're over there. I don't even know where we're going. That's part of the problem, but minor details. So we got a generator. That's not what you're supposed to be carrying. You're supposed to have a generator, not a fabricator. Although maybe it won't be a bad idea to have a fabricator over there. Okay, I clearly can't be trusted to do anything. Where is... No. No. Which one are you under? Is it in the fabricator that... Is that where that is? Hold on. I'm having issues. There we go. That's where it is. Duh. Wrong place. I think we still need to get up some more polymer, though. So we're not quite there yet. Okay, so let's move a little bit of metal upstairs. So we'll have enough for a generator and a fabricator. That'll be fine. Turn you on. Structures, electrical. To a generator, we're going to need a couple of cables. Let's do something like that. Something like that, something like that, and something like that. That'll be enough. Then crafting. So we're still short on cementing paste. We're still short on crystal. That's not a big deal. We're still short on oil. Polymers are going to be the problem. And technically cementing paste too. Okay, so we're still further away than I thought. Bummer. I thought we were much closer. My bad. Here, we're gonna go load up Sky Shadow with all this stuff anyway. Just getting Sky Shadow ready to carry everything, because apparently that's what it's gonna take. I have heard of Valkyrie Chronicles, but that is not something that I am familiar with beyond I've heard of it. I know there's another one, like a sequel or something coming out soon. Something along those lines. Does that sound right? I'm telling you, writing is definitely a thing, just like anything else. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes repetition. It's not really any secret to it. Aha. There we go. Take a couple extra. Just because. The fourth one's coming to the Switch. Okay. I knew there was one coming out pretty soon, but I wasn't sure which one it was. What is the general premise of that game? Like, what's the general thing going on, and what kind of game is it? I assume it's a role-playing game, but these days saying a role-playing game doesn't really mean anything because there's so many different types of role-playing games, right? You have your action role-playing games, your first-person shooter role-playing games, your third-person shooter, etc., and so on and so forth. There are so many. Third-person strategy shooter. There you go, see? I would have never guessed that was a thing, and yet here we are. Third-person strategy shooter is a thing. I had no idea. We're gonna need a bunch of oil here, so we're just gonna have to collect tons of it. Thankfully, a lot of rocks over here. Much easier than diving into the water. Because Mr. Dino doesn't trust me when I go into the water. Even though I thought I was pretty responsible on the last stream. I have not played any of the XCOM games either. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I've not played any of those either. How about that? I know for a while, at least one of the XCOM, my goodness, games was pretty big news. Everyone was playing it, videos, streaming, etc. Short periods of time. You notice that? It's short periods of time, not for extended swims, not an all-day affair, just a short one. All right, so noted. So noted. So you have 300, almost 400 oil. We need 400 flat out. So we'll just go ahead and pick up 400 out of here just to do it up. Straight 400, no problem. Well, as it so happens, James, even if it's not on PC, I do have a Switch. I bought one a couple weeks ago. I only have 2 games for it right now. And that's kind of something, it's like, I don't know, I want to get something else for it, but I don't know what to get. And I know there are a lot of good games, and one of them will be Zelda at some point. It just, that point is not right now. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to play that game, is really what it comes down to. I mean, really, I just don't have time to play that one, so... I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll look to grab that one. Although I don't really like anything... I don't like shooters on consoles. I can't do that. I just cannot do it. That's why I never got through Uncharted. I never got through The Last of Us. I just can't do those games on console. I need a mouse and a keyboard. That's why I'm not, in a way, kind of not looking forward to Zelda 2, although I know it's not a shooter, but just the same. I'm just thinking here, I don't think this makes sense to get these guys. It's an open box, right? Where are you? There. Yeah, we still need too much cementing paste. We gotta... This isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to go grab Frogger, I think. The Slimer's churning out a lot of cementing paste, but probably not enough. Not right now, anyway. Just don't think we have enough. I don't know, we'll have to go see. Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty small library right now, Mr. Dino. Compared to, you know, any of the other big consoles right now, but it really does have quite a few games. It's just that a lot of them are on other systems, too, so you get into the console discussion of having exclusives, which always drives me insane. Slimer definitely gets a gold star in trying, no doubt. I mean, don't get me wrong, Wrath. Slimer's produced a crap ton, of cementing paste so far. So I've got no complaints. I'm just saying, one Slimer is not enough to satisfy the needs of this stream when it comes to cementing paste. That's why Frogger will be needed, I believe. James, if you got a shoot in it, though, like, you know, a shooter like this or something, it just doesn't fly for me. Clute, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for the resub, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I assume it's a game night. Could be wrong, but I assume it is, so see you later. I'm kind of with you, Mr. Dino. I don't like exclusives, but the fact is, the simple fact is that there are always going to be exclusives because tomorrow... Oh, okay. Your game night got moved around on me, apparently. This is news to me. I was not informed of your schedule. I mean, come on. Just saying. Just saying. If you're going to change the schedule, you gotta let me know these things, man, because then I'm like wishing you a good gaming night, and it's not. You're hanging out with your girlfriend instead, so I'm like, I'm all over the place, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be wishing you. Like, have a good night, have a good game, have fun hanging with the fam. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just saying I'm gonna need a spreadsheet updated with minute by minute schedule every day of the week. So if you wouldn't mind getting on that, would appreciate it. Frogger, we got stuff to do. Let's go. Actually, I need to lose some weight. Hold on. And I'm kidding, by the way, just in case anyone doesn't know that. Seriously, though, have a good night. So you get time to take aim and fire, so it's not like, Oh, hold on. I need one more thing to do real quick. Hold on. Clutes boys. Hold on. For Clutes boys, do your homework. That probably came across a little too like, authoritative, so let me try that again. Hey, guys. You should do your homework, okay? That's what the cool kids do. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. Getting sidetracked today. I am just going mental. I don't know what's wrong with me. So it's not a Twitch shooter. I mean, Twitch like Reflex, not Twitch like Twitch TV shooter. I could probably do that. Is that one an exclusive Switch game, James? Or is that going to be on other systems as well? Here, I need to drop some weight. You hold that. You can go ahead and hold the fibers, because you'll get more of them anyway. And I'll deal with 7 pounds, even though Frogger cannot hold much weight. I think she'll be okay. I mean, here, as a matter of fact... let's go a little more health. I'm going to feel better about that. There we go. Frogger just got an upgrade. Ah, Mr. Dino, yes. I was getting roundabout. I was going to make a further point on what I was trying to say. I was going to say that you'll always have the exclusives, if only for the reason that... Never mind, I ride my frog half naked. Don't judge me. That you get console makers, the first party, making their own games. And they're not going to put them on another system, obviously, because they want their games to sell their system. But you make a good point about the third-party exclusives. That's a different thing, and I'm with you there. I don't like that. I mean, a really good example of that kind of drives me a little crazy, although I think it might, in the long run, be for the best, is Skyrim VR. Man, I'd be all over Skyrim VR. But I am not in any way ever going to buy a PlayStation 4 VR. I have a PlayStation 4. I'm not about to buy the VR headset. It's just not going to happen. I got a Vive. I'm not about to buy another headset at this point. I don't even use my Vive. Oh, you want to play? Hold on. We got a bird that wants to play, apparently. Oh, holy crap, we got a Tapihara and an Alpha Raptor. There are so many things over here. I think that was a Tapihara. I can't do anything about most of those. I can do something about this one, but that's about it. I was trying not to kill you. Where'd you go? There you are. You're down there. I can't see you because there's too much stuff in the way. Oh, you're only level 4. Oh, here. Let's just take care of that. Where'd you go? Huh. There already was a quote for that. Who knew? Clute, I don't know why that clip didn't work. That's a bummer. Like I said, Twitch has been weird lately. Yeah, Mr. Dino, that Tapihara is probably gone. I mean, realistically. I don't necessarily think it was killed. Although it could have been. That Alpha Raptor is just chomping down on something over there. I don't know what you're eating, but you appear to be having a good time eating it. A Phiomia? Looks like a Phiomia. Does an Alpha Raptor attack tickle chickens? I bet you can get up here, can't you? Can you get up there? Well, anyway. I'm not out here for these guys. I'm out here for... We're looking for bugs, okay? With that thought in mind, let's go this way. Let's mix it up. Let's try a different place. Because I can't see anything out here. It just doesn't work. Okay, I could probably do that, James. I mean, and if it's on other systems too, like you said, then that would be fine too. I mean, I would prefer PC just in general, but if that's not around, then maybe PlayStation or something would be better, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of looking for another Switch game, so... Not that I've finished either of the ones I have on Switch, that's the problem. And not that I need any more, because I still haven't even finished Destiny 2, or Shadow of Mordor, or about a bajillion and one other games. So, I really don't need any more games, honestly. Really don't. At least with the Switch, I would feel like I could potentially play it elsewhere. Get some time in on it, because, you know, you can just grab it and go. But the reality is that I don't know that that would happen. Don't honestly know. Hello? What are you doing? Can I get rid of you? This one's pretty tough, whatever this one is. I mean, whatever level it is. Come on. Only level 28, alright. I guess these guys just don't do much damage. Oops. I didn't mean that. Whatever. You'll have to kill something else to get food now, Frogger. My bad. Here, I suggest starting with that. I know I've seen a lot of bugs over here. Or at least I think I have, so we're going to check over here. First one is on PC for 20 bucks. Okay. Maybe when the next Steam sale hits, that's not Black Friday. Maybe I'll take a look. I don't know, like I said, I don't really need another game right now. Just, you know. Yeah, I guess so, Mr. Dino. I was not expecting to see a Tapihara. How many times have we been over this way, right? How many times have we come out here? Nothing. I mean, can't even find that stupid horse anymore. The horse just doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. And then there's a Tapihara and an Alpha Raptor. I can only imagine the Tapihara just flew off. Was like, nope, I'm out. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, well, whatever. Blueprints, we'll take it. I tell you, I just can never find the stupid bugs. It drives me nuts. I can always find them when I don't want them. And when I do want them, I cannot find them. Aha. Speaking of. Come on. Meganoros, where'd you guys go? I thought I saw more than one. Aha. Nope, nope. Can we go into first-person bug-eating mode? There we go. Apparently I'm a better bug eater when I'm in first person. This is kind of sickening to watch, though. Holy cow. Any more megas? I don't see any. 7 Days was on sale recently. It was like $9 on PC. $9, $10, something like that. It goes on sale pretty frequently at that price, so if you missed it, I have no doubt that it'll be back at that price again. It might take, you know, a couple weeks or a month, but it'll definitely be on sale, probably for the Black Friday sale, and I imagine also for the end of the year sale. the big Christmas one. Mr. Dino, I think you're probably right about that. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Tapihara picked up the horse, somehow defying the laws of physics, and away they went, sailing off into the blue sky. Yeah, I saw that snake coming. I'm moving. Oh, bug eating mode. Turn, turn, turn. Crap, crap, crap. Hop, hop, hop. Come on, get it, get it, get it. This is stupid. Oh, hi. You're still following? You missed. Nice try, though. I'm actually not interested in you at all. I just want the cementing paste and stuff. Maybe we can get right up here. Are Titan boas all-terrain creatures? I don't think they are. They don't look like it. All right. What level are you? Okay, that's what level you were. Got it. So noted. Here, go ahead and get some meat. Why not? Burp, burp, burp. Oh, I should have left that. Ah, dang it. That was dumb. I should have left it to draw any more insects over here. Let's try that again. You. Oh, dang it. You weren't supposed to harvest it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Hi there. You are exactly who I was trying to draw over. 48. Okay. Yeah. You seem to generate them probably faster than most anyone else, Mr. Dino, so it's not going to be all that long before you're at the mark. I haven't increased the price in a while, so I don't know. Maybe I'll let it ride for a while. 123 seems like a pretty good number. It's nice and round, you know? Let's be careful about trees over here. And bushes and things. And various things that chitter and squeak. Oh, Mega. We might have... Oh, crap, there's a snail, too. Is that a snail? I kind of want to come back and grab that snail, I think. Or are you just a shell? Okay, that's what I thought. I kind of want to come back and grab another snail. How are you doing on cementing paste? So, just under 300, but a bunch of chitins, so I think we can roll with that. Yeah, that might be a little slow for you. Only 15 today? Are you having bad luck with gambling? Is that what's going on? Okay, I think we're probably good enough that we can head back, really. I mean, we're certainly really close, if not. An otter. Someone educate me on, one, what an otter would do for us, and two, is it a passive tame? I mean, it looks adorable, but otters are kind of horrible creatures, really. They do things that are not very nice. And can an otter be put on one's shoulder? So 3 questions. What does it do? How does it tame? Can you put it on a shoulder? Tame by giving fish. Okay. Hi, excuse me. Well, you would be a fish. So that would be a saber-toothed salmon right there. So you. Let me grab the fish from you. So, is it just a walk up and feed? Is that what we have going on here? Where are you? You didn't like Frogger taking out your friend, I suspect. I can't see where they went. You have to drag a fish corpse to it? Oh my goodness. Well, that's different. Alright, well, I got a fish corpse. It's actually a kind of cool mechanic. I like that better than just, like, handing them fish. Like, seriously, that's a kind of cool idea. I like the thought of that. I hadn't thought of that. There you are. Here, can I give you this? I don't know if I can do it in the water, though. I feel like this might be problematic. Hello, otter. I would like to offer you... Oh, just fish on your hand? Ah, alright, well, I thought my idea was better. Stop that. I mean, I can do the old, I got fish in the 0 spot, but... Drag a fish to feed. Okay, wait a minute. I'm so confused. That seemed to imply that I need to drag a fish over to it. Like what I was just doing. I'm so confused. What am I doing now? Because you can't hold a fish like on your quick bar. That doesn't work. You just eat it if you do that. Where did they go? Hello? Otters. There you are. So, like this? Aha! I was right. Perfect. Perfect. Great! Look at that, we got an otter. So it did kind of work how I thought. That's pretty cool, I like that mechanic. As much as I dislike the passive tames, I like that mechanic. That's pretty cool. So, we officially have, let me hold a light here. We officially have an otter on a human on a frog. Just for those keeping track. An otter on a human on a frog. And that is not a Tapihara, so we will leave. And carry on. Turret? I'm not sure what turret is, Wrath. That one doesn't ring a bell to me. Which fish has to be fed the corpses? Is that the Pelagornis? Is that the one you have to do that way? I know we've talked about it before. Here, you hold that. I don't need that. I'm a little lost, by the way. I think I know where I am. So, my bad. If we get lost, it's all my fault, okay? I take full responsibility. Hi, Dodo. A living scarf. Do any of the creatures like that impart any sort of heat by carrying them around? Because that's actually a kind of cool idea. Otter helps keep you warm. Okay, so it actually does. Oh, that is awesome. Seriously, that's really cool, because, I mean, come on. When I have my cat sitting on my lap, yeah, warming up here, just saying. Of course, she's warming up too. That's why she's here. Because it's chilly, so she wants to be warm. No cars. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am so lost and behind right now. I apologize. I'm catching up. That's the second time today. I am no longer a fashion victim, Chi-Chi. I am now setting the trend in fashion. Hold on. We'll do this right when we get back to base. We got it. We got it. Pelagornis is... No, the Hesperorn... I can't even say that. Hesperornis. That's the one you dragged the fish to. Okay, got it. I get my birds mixed up because those ones didn't exist way back when. Turret thing intercepted by wild card for turret and tech. So, what do you mean, Wrath? They're setting the plant X seeds to 100, like gathering them or something? Is that how you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. All I know is that collecting those seeds is a royal pain, and I don't enjoy doing it. That much I know. I think we're gonna need more stones. Holy crap, we're gonna need more stones. Okay, let's see where we are with this. Structures, electrochemical... Not you. Crafting. Look at that. 621 cementing paste. We are good. We need no more crystal. We're good on crystal. Ingots will be fine. We just need to move it. Oil will be fine. We just need to move it. Polymer is the problem. Polymer is the problem. We don't really have what it takes to make more polymer because we're out of obsidian. Okay, we can do that. That means penguins or obsidian. I'm good with either way. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Here, we'll just throw some extra oil in here. It'll be fine. So basically, they're limiting the number of turrets. I'm guessing it's for performance reasons, right? Like too many turrets and it's killing performance, so they're saying we'll just drop it down so you can only have so many in an area. Yeah, that's the thing, Mr. Dino. That's what I was kind of going to say is, for me, that I don't really have an opinion because I guess I don't really care. I mean, just in the sense that I don't play single player, or I only play single player, so... Oh my gosh, you are so stinking adorable. Holy cow. Oh, look at those teeth. Oh, that is ridiculous. I feel awkward here. Hold on. Let's make this even more awkward. I'm going to be wearing fur while holding an otter on my neck. That's not at all awkward, right? Not at all. Don't worry. This fur was not made from otters. Promise. It was made from sheep and also human hair and probably some mammoths and other things too. Probably. I'm sure in PvP that's going to be a huge change. If folks are not able to have that many turrets anymore, that's going to be a huge, huge change for PvP, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of like, it doesn't really affect me because I'm sitting here and playing single player. And aside from getting like a Pachycephalosaurus or something like that going on, just kind of for giggles, I don't know. It's not... I guess I don't really, like I said, it doesn't really affect me, so I don't have much of an opinion on it, but I know that's going to be a huge change for PvP. I don't think there's any doubt about that. They're going to have to figure out how to make that work now. And I'm sure that won't be easy to figure out, but it might give the smaller tribes a bit of a fighting chance. Potentially. Oh, the jerboas. I forgot about those, Chi-Chi. Good call. Yeah, those are pretty adorable. I'm going to totally forget about this thing sitting on my neck and it's going to need food. Just saying. Here, what are you? I don't even know what you are. Male. Alright, buddy. Have some more fish. I'm going to try not to forget that you're up there. But I suspect it's going to happen. Do we go and club penguins, or do we go and grab obsidian? I don't know which way to go. I mean, if we go for obsidian, we go to the volcano. How much carrying capacity do you have? Okay. Actually, hold on. One more thing. One more. Not that one. There we go. All right, let's try it. Wrath, there really wasn't much obsidian up there, I don't think. Kind of already hit the blue obelisk last time around. I don't think it's respawned. Unless it's so covered in snow I couldn't tell that everything was obsidian, which is possible. That might be the case. I do know that there will be a ton on the volcano, though, so it's kind of what I was thinking over there. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, we're going to get one way or the other. Hey, look at that! I have a chest on my screen, and there it went. I missed out on the free points. My bad. I'll just have to assign myself 5 points later. I'm kidding, I won't actually do that. I still haven't redeemed any of mine. And I do kind of find it funny that I get the points. Let's kind of go over here for a little while. Frozen Tooth has some. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of places to go. I'm just thinking for where I'm thinking of the places I know well. Volcano is kind of it for me. That's kind of my go-to. But, you know, I could probably stand to learn a new trick or two. Did you get yours, Wrath, or did you miss it like I did? Figure we'll grab this before we go. Yeah, I think I upped the respawn time a little bit, Chi-Chi, but I couldn't honestly tell you what it's set at. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember. Okay. We never did bother getting a Pteranodon again, did we? So, I guess we'll keep that. You got your chest. Okay, good. I'm glad someone got theirs. Unless you gambled and lost a few. I'm guessing you did not get one, Mr. Dino. That was probably just standard additional points from time. That's my guess. Man, we are all over the place today. Running around to the blue obelisk, running around over here, going over towards the swamp, getting an otter. This is a good one right here. Let's go ahead and transfer the obsidian. That stuff is so heavy. It's crazy. There should be a bunch more over here, right? I know there are various spots, aside from just climbing straight up. Might need to go a little lower, I don't remember. Didn't plan for this very well, because it's going to be dark soon. Minor details, right? Just from time, okay. You haven't gambled anything today, Wrath? You could. I mean, I'm not saying you have to, or even you should. Just saying, you could. You never know. You might win some, you might not. This is exactly the spot I was thinking of, which is hilarious because you do know what that was, right? That's the spike from getting Clutosaurus. Should be a couple of them around, I believe. And I remembered specifically there was some obsidian over here. Yeah, there's no obsidian close to the base, but there is a setting for controlling that, like how close stuff will respawn to the base. Pretty sure that's one of the configuration items that you can use. Alright, let's go see what we have up here. Imagine that bird's going to come inspect. Maybe not. Nope. I don't remember what I said that one to either. How close stuff will be and still respawn. I don't remember. I have all sorts of weird settings going on here, so they're just kind of all over the place. It's going to be stupidly hot over here, so let's pull those off for the moment. See if that will help. That'll help a little bit. Never mind, we don't need an otter for this place. Not really necessary. I can never find as much obsidian as I think. Just kind of frustrating. Plus, it doesn't hurt that everything looks red right now, or doesn't help. There should be some along the path right here. If I remember correctly. I don't think we mined all this stuff out. Yeah, there's a little bit, but not much. Half-naked man mining in a volcano while holding a torch. Even better. These are not very good ones. These are disappointing. That one was a little better. I'm not sure. What did I drop the first time there? I don't know what I threw out. I did not see. Where did that go? Stones? Fur. Nope. Definitely want the fur back. My bad. I thought I was looking at something else. Definitely wasn't. Well, here, you need to hold some of this stuff. Yep, I know. It's hot. I'm working on it. Here, take that and that, and that should help a little. And we'll grab this one. And no repairs on the torch, so I guess that means it's time to go. So I can't see anything anymore. It's going to be enough for another 70 obsidian, 70 polymer. That's still not enough. It's a good start, though. The purple one? Oh. Well, hold on. Let's see if we can even get to that one. I forgot about that one. That was coming down, wasn't it? I do kind of want to go check out that red beacon, though, too. Never mind, just kind of need to... Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. I bet you have some wood, don't you? You don't have any wood. And you have a torch that's about to die. But you do have a club. That's something. I don't trust these ones. Mainly because I don't trust landing up here properly. I mean, theoretically, I'm good right here. Right? Theoretically. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I looked at that a lot before I jumped off. Uh-oh. There you go. I say, don't get stuck. Yeah, I mean, parachute, definitely, but... Gotta be fast, gotta hit the parachute, gotta hit your call button. Gotta do a lot of stuff pretty quickly right there. I just now realized, right now, that once again, some of the notifications aren't working again. That's awesome. More things I need to figure out why they're broken. Just now realized that. We'll give it a shot anyway, Chi-Chi. I mean, why not? Never know. Only problem is, gonna have to stop and, put on some clothing right quick. That 5 seconds could be the difference between making it and not making it. Which would really stink if that's the case. I see someone stuck over here, but I don't know what you are. You would be a Yudi. That might be enough to dissuade me from trying to land. Maybe. Maybe not. Sure. That really doesn't help anything at all. I just was figuring I'll take it, I don't care. Whatever it is, I'll take it. I don't want to set down again right there, because, beauty. There we go. That way we can have a little light again. There's nothing at all weird about that. Man holding a giant torch flying on a giant bird with an otter wrapped around his neck. That's totally standard. Mr. Dino can grab the engram. Those don't matter. They only have one quality, so that sort of stuff, I don't care. Just use some of the 1100 points on the engram. Now, if that had been like an actual gun or something, no, I'm right there with you. I would not have gotten rid of that. No way. No way. We would definitely be keeping that, but I made an executive decision because I figured, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm looking around. I'm seeing a lot of metal. I am not seeing obsidian. A lot of metal. A lot of metal. Which is good, because we're about to blow through 2,500 of it. I mean, is that obsidian right there? That is obsidian. Okay. So we'll mine that one. Otter should be around the neck. Yeah. See? Otter's there. Hold on. We got this. See? Otter is present, so we're good. I think the otter may actually be part of the reason why we're okay in terms of temperature. I mean, here, hold on. Let's do a quick test. No otter. Cold. Otter. Warm. Yeah. Good job, otter. You're doing your job. Didn't even know I had a job for you to do that, but you're doing it. I didn't see where it was, Chi-Chi. You got a better eye than I do. I might need some guidance to get back to it. I saw the one. Harvested that. The rest of this looks like it's metal to me. Or just plain rock. I mean, we could use some more flint, so... Don't get me wrong. That gets us up to 150. It's a slight improvement. You know the bad part about having an otter on your neck? Or on your shoulder? The crap's on your shoulder. I thought I harvested it. Did I not? Did I not finish that one? If I didn't, I blame the targeting. That's not actually obsidian there. Oh, there was some more right there. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Okay, I was swinging. I thought it broke. I guess not. My bad. Okay, well there are two more. Well, 1/2 more. We're getting closer. Metal, metal, metal. Metal all day long. Chi-Chi, apparently I need your glasses, even if you don't. I like to say it always comes down to where are you looking on the screen. And half the time, I'm not looking where you are. I mean that of everyone. That's funny, I have had experiences of that watching people play, and they totally miss something that I see. It's like, duh, it's right there. Why didn't you see it? Because they're busy looking somewhere else, or engrossed in something. Running away, you know, whatever, take your pick. All sorts of possibilities. It's just the way it works. A left bad eye. Well, I have a bad right ear, so in a sense, I'm right there with you. Although technically my ear's better than it had been, but just the same. It's still a little funky. A little sunlight would help. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. I'm not seeing any more. That's a long way to fall, Wrath. That is a long way to fall. Parachutes. Always have parachutes. I don't think that's obsidian. I'll check right quick. I don't think so, though. Yep, I didn't think so. We might end up with enough here. If not, it's not going to be that big a deal to go club a few penguins, much as I don't like doing that. Not a big fan of that, even though I know it's a video game. Not a fan. If we must, so be it. If only because Slimer doesn't produce that much biopolymer. Be awesome if Slimer did, but, you know, every little bit helps. So, no complaints. There you go, Chi-Chi. I don't know, do pirates wear ear patches? That's 200. I don't remember how much cementing... Check that. I don't remember how many polymers we needed. I'm not sure where we're at. If we have enough or if we still need more. Well, I think this will be enough. Between these two right here. Oh, Wrath. That is a disturbing thought. Holy cow. You should take that back. Take that back. Oh. Just... Ugh. No. Ugh. No. That's just a horrible thought. I'm not liking that idea. I'm confused. You're obsidian, okay. I mean, I guess in a way, it'd be better to have something on your shoulder crapping out cementing paste. Well, I don't know. I guess not. Cementing paste or poop? Take your pick. One, 2, 50. Pretty close. We're almost at 300. I don't know. I mean, how sticky is this paste? It seems like it'd be pretty sticky. Maybe the poop would be better. I don't know. Maybe it'd clean off easier than paste. I'm not sure. I don't really think I like the idea of either of those on my shoulder, but the outer works because, well, insulation is good. So we'll run with that or fly with that, as the case may be. I think this will be all we need. I think we're good at this point. The question is where to build. I kind of like having access to everything around the top of the blue mountain, the blue obelisk. I don't know where to build. I don't know, I guess we'll figure that out once it comes time. Could always go back to the volcano area. There's a ton of metal over there, too. But it might not be a bad idea to kind of be around over here, too. I don't know. Either way. Lots of UDs and other things over here. Lots of fur available. I don't want to totally recreate Season 1, so we're not going to go to that shelf. That seems like a bad idea. I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure that one out. Kind of undecided on that. I just know that, yeah, getting an outpost set up, big mining outpost, will really be worth the effort in the future. It'll pay off pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, it was on the big shelf over there, Wrath. And it was funny because it happened before they switched the biome, and then the biome switch happened, and it was like, whoa, this is all wonky now. Was not how I expected things to happen, but they did say, you know, hey, heads up, stuff's gonna be changing. Yeah, and then we're gonna run out of cementing paste again. I forgot about that part. Minor details. We're gonna need to go on another cementing paste run. That'll have been enough to make polymers, I think. But it's not going to be enough, even with all the stuff in the, that thing down there. Big chemistry station. I don't think it's going to be enough. So how many do we need? Let's check first. 119, so we still need another like 50 or so. And then that'll be enough, and we can at least kind of save some of those resources. Well, at least we don't have a ton of cementing paste, you know? I'm just going to let that finish up, and then we'll do a manual order in a moment. That might not be a bad idea, Chi-Chi. I might have to ask you to steer me over there. Lots of resources in the area, and then bees might be a good one too. Wrath, glad you're still here. So it froze on you. Were you still hearing things? Or did that freeze too? Was it like everything froze, or just the video, like the video stopped but you still had audio going on? I've heard of that happening before. I've never seen that happen myself. Seems like that'd be kind of a pain. I think that'll be pretty close. What you doing, kitty? Look at that. That'll be enough. That'll be fine. We'll let that go, because that's not going to be that many extra. We're always going to need more polymers, so... Okay. So that's exactly what you're talking... What happened to you is exactly what I was reading about happening. I tell you, there's some weird stuff happening lately. I don't know, Twitch is usually pretty good, but every once in a while, stuff just goes a little wonky, and I don't know. It just happens. It's the way it goes sometimes. It's funny, I talk about how I like how Twitch does certain things and handles certain things and tends to play nicely, and then it goes and it has to be all weird. Outer Exodus. Thank you. Again, thank you for that, host. Hello everyone from Outer Exodus' stream. How's it going? Welcome to the party. We're picking up cementing paste. I don't know what we're doing anymore. We're actually making a bunch of stuff. Welcome to the stream. Come on in. Come hang out. Nice to see you again. I'm so bad about this. I can't remember the name of the game. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank now. Cold War? Was that what it... Cold something. Is that what you're playing again? I'm terrible. I cannot remember the name of that one for the life of me. And I don't know why. I kind of wish we didn't butt up our schedules. That can be inconvenient, you know? Makes it hard to watch because I'm trying to do something too. Oh my goodness. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Hold on. I need the cementing paste out of this bad boy. I still don't think we're going to have enough. Oh, you were doing some KSP. No kidding. Cold Waters. Thank you. I'm sorry. I promise I'll remember the name of that game eventually. Eventually. It will happen. Oh my goodness. You were doing some KSP. I have not played that game in a while. KSP is a blast. Holy cow. Oh, there's an unintentional pun there with saying blast. You know what I mean. That game is a kick. Oh man, I am way too dumb to play that though. I just... not good at that one. I try. I haven't played in a while. But that is a fun game. What did 1.3.1 add? Just out of curiosity. I haven't followed up on that game in a while. So Cold Waters Wednesday, Star Trek Online tomorrow. I've never played Star Trek Online, actually. I should ask you how that one is, too, and here I'm asking you another question. I feel like I have so many questions for you. I just have nothing but questions, apparently. Look at that. We are so not having enough cementing paste. That is frustrating. All right, well, let's see if we can grab a little more right quick. I want to do this quickly and get it done with. I at least want to be able to build everything, you know? Here, go ahead and eject some food. You don't need to be carrying all that stuff. You're fine. Wow, okay. You know, now let me ask you, the stuff they added, were they actual mods that they added, or did they add in stuff similar to what the mods were doing? Because I always find it interesting when that happens in a game. And I've seen it happen, well, several times. I've been around long enough to have played a crap ton of games, but I've seen that happen, and I always find it interesting that devs do that. It's like, I'm surprised that it doesn't happen more often because, I mean, come on, right? Come on. If the mods are that good and the community likes them, why don't you add them? It just makes sense. Well, I mean, there are legal issues, so never mind, I know that, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I'm getting at? I wonder if the Tapihara is still around. So if I were to ask you, what is your favorite, what's your favorite Star Trek? Are you like, original, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine? No one ever says Deep Space Nine, but I figured I'd throw it out there just in case. What's your jam with Star Trek? Ah, crap. You're going to be annoyed, aren't you? I mean, you're easy enough to kill. I just didn't want to have to deal with you, that's all. 24 paste. That's not really going to be enough. Here, let me do this. I know, this is a terrible idea. It'll work out just fine, though. I'm trying to see if I can summon some bugs. We'll see. I can imagine anytime you're playing an MMO, it's easy to get lost. I mean, come on. Those worlds are huge. There's so much going on. It's just like, poof, crazy. Demiloon, you actually said... Wow. Both of you said DS9. Wow. I don't think I've ever had that happen. And I mean just in life, period, not even on a stream. Wow. Okay, I have to ask both of you. Why DS9? And don't get me wrong, I don't dislike DS9. I like DS9. It's just no one ever says DS9. So I'm curious, what is it that you like? Why is it you like DS9? I'll be honest, too. I never did see the end of that show, so I didn't see the end of that Outer Exodus. It's the only one aimed towards chicks. Okay. I always liked it because I thought it was interesting that you had that different perspective, right? I mean, original series, Next Gen, basically every series, right? Every series that's not DS9 is about being on a ship and cruising through space and all the stuff you run into there, right? So I always thought it was an interesting idea to kind of flip that on its head and go, wait a minute, let's take a gigantic space station and just follow what happens on there. Why not? I always thought it was a cool idea. And there were some pretty cool characters on it, too. Yeah, James, like I said, that will happen in the MMOs. There's so much going on. Whether you're talking about mechanics and storyline and everything else, there's a lot going on in those, so that absolutely will happen. I mean, that kind of makes me think of the first time I played EverQuest or something. Holy cow. That was my first real experience with an MMO, and I was there on launch day for that one. Oof. That was a good one. I enjoyed EverQuest. I did not enjoy all of the people bringing trains of mobs along. Mr. Dino! Is that what I think it is? I hate the telescope. Come on! Spyglass, whatever you are. Where are you? I cannot even see you. Turn! Look at that! Tapihara. Tapihara, Tapihara. I liked that you kind of got a different side of Worf. That was kind of cool, right? Not just the big warrior side, you know? I'm trying to watch this thing, so sorry if I get a little behind right now. I don't think it's going to be in range of a bola anytime soon. I kind of need to let it sit, I guess. I don't know that it's going to happen. No ghillie suit. Do have bolas. Back to the dark corner. No, you're always welcome to chat. Don't have to. No requirement, of course. But you're always welcome to. You know that, though, right? You know that. I'm going to say you know that. I'm just going to go ahead and run with that. Wrong one. Come on. Although the flint will be useful, so it's all good. Here, we'll make a few bolas. I don't know what to do right now. This thing, it is so gone. It is so gone. I mean, it took off. I can't even see it anymore. Here, let's see if we can see it on the other side. I just feel like it's going to drop down in the middle of the forest, and it's not going to be seen again. Aha, okay. So, no, it did not vanish. This would be a good time to have the Bioshock darts. I don't have any of those handy. Never mind the rifle. So I don't think this is going to fly, so to speak. I mean, the whole purpose of coming out here on the frog was to get cementing paste and chitin. Slimer will have a good chunk of cementing paste, though, so that would be good. That would be excellent. Oh, crap. Come on. This is one that would be nice to have, I don't know, like a jetpack or something, right? Of course, that would kind of invalidate the need for a Tapihara, but minor details aside. I don't think that thing's going to land. It hasn't landed yet. It landed once earlier, and then the Alpha Raptor chased it away. Trees. Trees! Come on! Move, trees. I'm assuming the trees are sentient and they'll move. Move it, Ents! Yeah, I got nothing. I can't see it anywhere. I'm just gonna say we gotta go. We don't have all day to stand around looking in the sky. There will be other Tapiharas, or that one will still be around at a later date or something. At least I hope so. I would prefer for it not to get killed. That would be convenient, you know? No death. No death. Carno? No. Okay. just a turtle. This is gonna hurt, Frogger. Ow. Okay, I'm just looking for some bugs. So, put a corpse out, see if we can get any. Need to remember to start carrying repellent, too. That would probably be a good idea. There's a corpse over there for you, little Dilo. It's all yours. Have at it. I tell you, I go looking for bugs and I can never find them. It's so frustrating. There's another tickle chicken. What about you? I don't think we need any more of those, though. We're pretty good on tickle chickens right now. I think 3 is probably sufficient. Could grab another otter. Although that'd be awkward. We're kind of carrying one right now. It's kind of a majestic jump right there, if I do say so. Man, I am telling you, I go looking for bugs and I just cannot find them. They know I'm looking for them and they all go in hiding. Incredibly obnoxious. Just saying. Incredibly obnoxious. Oh, check that out. That snail is still there. Aha! Okay, that was one. Leave a corpse! Dang it. Didn't think they would either. Very nice, Wrath. I would have said it was probably a solid 7, but I'll take a 9. Or 10. 9.5. 10. 10's pretty generous, though. Yeah, I won't argue with a 10. There are a couple of snails over there. I'm kind of tempted. But not at the moment. I don't know, do you think any of the other megas have already respawned at this point? I feel like we kind of, well, cleaned this area out. Well, there's one. That's good. That's a good chunk right there, too. 32? I'll take that. Come on. Ribbit! Ribbit! Get it! Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Or madam. Whichever you are. Oh, there are a bunch over here. Excellent. Apparently, I just need to come to the water more often. This seems to be where all the megas congregate. Not finding any titans, but I'll take some megas. No question there. Yeah, I just did that on the other side, and, you know, didn't get anything there, but over here I seem to be finding them enough that, I don't know, this seems to be working out on its own, I guess. Probably would be better to draw them over, but that was working okay there. I mean, I was going to say that's probably a few hundred cementing paste. Never mind all the chitin too. So that's really sufficient. We don't need any more. Actually, we're good. We're good on that front. Let's go ahead and go back to base. We can take a look and see if the Tapihara has come back or landed or something. I'm a little annoyed, man. Earlier we found the Tapihara, but an Alpha Raptor was chewing on it. It's kind of obnoxious. I mean, not much you can do in that instance, but still. Maybe it'll be on the ground. We'll be lucky. We can wrap it up and start plinking it with trank arrows. I'd be happy. That'll work for me. Guessing it'll be flying. You never know, though. Gotta love the frog swimming. I don't know why I don't use Frogger more often for just general traveling. I guess weight is probably why. Can only carry so much, but it's a fun travel. It kind of makes me think maybe we need to go get a kangaroo. I vaguely remember trying to get one of those earlier, like way early on, and it didn't happen. Outer Exodus, have a good sleep. Thank you again for the host. Much appreciate that. Insufficient stamina to jump. Of course not. Have a good evening. Wow, 7-hour delivery route tomorrow morning. Yeah, definitely get some sleep. That's a long drive. Have a good evening, sir. Have a good evening. Mr. Dino, I kind of had that same thought, that when you're looking from underneath, it really does kind of just look like a smaller Quetzal, right? That's why I was kind of confused initially. I was like, is that a Tapihara? Or is that a Quetzal? It's too small to be a Quetzal, but yeah, no, I kind of had that same thought. Hoppy the kangaroo. I like that. I remember having a kangaroo in, I don't know, Series 2, maybe? Something along those lines? They're fun. The way they bounce around, they're a lot of fun. This one is not coming down. And now it has vanished. I know, we're too far away, but... Ah, well, what can you do? You just ride a frog half naked with an otter on your neck. That's what you do. So, that's what we're doing. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's go back to base. Let's make that stupid thing and at least get that done. My goodness. I was ready to do that much earlier today, and that just did not happen, so... Turned out much further away than I remembered. Memory's a funny thing that way. Yeah, it'll still be there, Mr. Dino, but I still don't know what to do about it. I mean, if it's not going to land, that makes things interesting, and then you have to start talking about doing, like, a rifle tame. And those are rough on flyers. Especially one like that, where I don't think it's the Tapihara, I assume, is going to... Sorry, I thought I heard something. It's going to fly away like a Quetzal or like a Pteranodon would, so it's not going to want to engage, I assume. Which, if that's the case, a rifle tame is just a nightmare and a half that I don't even really want to get into. Get that queued up. My bad. Oh, I didn't mean to leave this running. Blew through most of the gas in it. Alright, structures. Crafting. We still don't have enough electronics. Oh, really? I thought we had enough of everything. Okay, so that should be enough electronics. And then we just need to move... Wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. That one. that one. We just need to move 2,500 ingots. Well, that assumes that you can actually find a Tapihara on the ground, which thus far has proven to be a challenge, I would say. They don't seem to want to land. Never mind, just finding one is a challenge. Here, Otter, you just chill right there and have a bunch of health. Not that it's going to matter. You're still going to die quickly. Should you get hit, I mean. Come on. Apparently, I cannot figure out how to walk up ramps. I think I have issues. This is going to take a while. But got to do it at some point. Gotta say, it is nice to be able to walk around with 200 ingots at once. Can't carry more than that, though, unfortunately, so 200 at a time. Come on. I need to replace that with a ramp at some point, apparently. Stairs and I just don't get along. Wrong one. I feel like I'm playing Payday right now. I'm just moving bags of money or bags of gold. That one's actually on my to-do list. I don't know if anyone's a Payday player. Payday 2? Oh, crap. He ran out of space. I'll trade you some gunpowder for some metal. There's a beta right now of Payday 2 that adds VR support. Oh, I'm really wanting to try that out. I just haven't had a chance. You can... Wait. Chance, this is a single-player game, so unfortunately, no, but welcome to the stream. Nice to see ya. Single-player game, so that's why this is taking an interminably long time to move everything around. Underground colony game? Sorry, I saw you ask that earlier and I missed that, Wrath. Shoot, I'm gonna have to think about that one for a minute. I remember, I want to say Frozen Bite made it. I think. But I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. Mr. Dino, how does that work with the rare flowers? I mean, we have a bunch of rare flowers. If it means sacrificing a few to get a Tapihara, that's probably totally fine. I mean, we can worry about the queen bee later. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, if it's the game I'm thinking of, people die quite a bit in the game because they get older and they just kind of, well, they just die. They get older and they die. That's kind of what happens. You get old and you die. Body gives out and doesn't have anything left to give. Man, I cannot remember what that one is called, though. Like I said, I think Frozen Bite made it, but it's the same ones that made another survival game that I played, and I can't remember the name of that one. So it'll go after the rare flowers, Mr. Dino? So basically, what I'm hearing is, go get some rare flowers, fly around, get it to chase, and then knock it out. Do you eat them, or do you just carry them? Seems to me like... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what it seems to me like. I mean, do you eat them and you generate a scent or something, or does it just... Huh. I don't think I've ever tried eating a rare flower. Okay, I've learned something today. I had no idea. So basically you eat them, that generates a scent, and then it chases after you. Now the question is, how long does the scent last, right? Because that's actually not that far away. It's really not. Wow, I went through a lot of ammo, I didn't realize. And yes, I know, I dropped a bunch, so... But still. I think we went through more than I realized. Yeah, I didn't realize we got that low. Oh, where is everything? So we need that, and that, and that. And pick. Nope. Don't need the pick. Definitely want those. Take the torch. Why not? Nope, don't need the torch. I should have never dropped everything in there. Now it's just a mess and I can't make anything out. My bad. My bad. Here, let's give you a bunch of these just in case. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that. You need to drop that. You don't need to carry around a Pteranodon saddle. That's kind of silly. Here, drop that. You don't need that. Wow, this thing weighs 50 pounds. It's weird. It actually weighs something. It almost never does. That's bizarre. So 10 seconds, huh? That's not very long. I mean, how many flowers do we have? Are they in here? 48 flowers, so that's 480 seconds, basically. Is the otter on follow? Oh, you sure are. Stop following, buddy. Thanks, though. I guess I should put some clothes on. Rocking that mustache, though. Just saying, look at that. That is a thing of beauty right there. That is quite the stash. I mean, you know, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. All right, well, that would be enough. I mean, really, we only need a couple of minutes because it just has to follow. And then it just has to get close enough to be shot, and then follow, and shot, and follow, and... Which probably means using biotoxin, right? Where are the darts? Uh-oh, where are the darts? They're in this one. So that means using those. Probably. Just because if you're going to have limited time, then you might as well get the most bang for your buck out of things. Can a Tapihara fly faster than an Argentivus? Because that'd be kind of inconvenient if so. At which point, then yeah. Then we do need to get a Pteranodon. I don't know. I guess questions to worry about another time, because I'm going to need to wrap up here momentarily. Slimer, what do you have for us before we get out of here? If I can jump over a fence. My goodness. Jump over the fence. Look at that. 100 cementing paste. Slimer's pretty awesome that way. Have more food because I don't know what else to give you. I figure you're probably ready for a level 2. You're pretty close to 2,000. That's not too shabby. Here, we'll put all the cementing paste back in there. It's actually not horrible. I mean... Not good. We blew through a lot of cementing paste, but... Just the same, we do have a fair amount, so... I think that's alright. At this point, I am going to get out of here just to kind of take care of a quick bit of business. No stream tomorrow night. That would be the cat moving the mouse right there. She apparently wanted to look at the floor. I don't know why. No stream tomorrow night. I will probably try and just run... I don't know, like maybe a previous episode of something. Just... I don't know. Seems like that might be fun. Hang out in chat, but I'm not going to be able to actually stream tomorrow night. No stream Thursday night. But I will be back on Monday, and I don't know if it'll be at the regular time. It might be earlier. That's a lot of variables that I have no answers to at the moment. So next stream will be Monday. I have obligations for the rest of the week, so I will not be able to do anything for the rest of the week. I apologize for that. And with any luck, I will see you on the next one. So I'm going to run out of here, and maybe if I can be a good patron, I will find someone and we can host another channel real quick before we get out of here. But for the YouTube folks that will get this later on, see you later.